Welcome in, everybody. I'm Noah Castor, and as always, I'm joined by Joe Ramos, Brandon Hudson, and Darren Kinslow, and we are the Benchwarmers. Before we get into the picks and everything, my face still kind of hurts, but me and Darren had a bet towards the beginning of the season. I'm not sure when we made it, but he bet the Seahawks would make it to 10 wins, and I didn't think they were going to. Obviously, with the Seahawks beating the Vikings, they made it to 10 wins, so we'll go ahead and roll the video now.
Ready?
Oh!
My face still freaking hurts. I'm having trouble talking because of the brain aneurysm I just had. But no, I mean, I was wrong about the Seahawks, so it's awesome. Let's jump right into the Thursday night game, though. Week 14, it's not a good Thursday night game. Cowboys and Bears. I'll shoot over to Darren to start while I'm still recovering.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Cowboys here. I had the Bears actually circled, and then I started thinking that their team is still really good, and I think the Bears are struggling on offense. My boy Zeke, shout out.
Zeke.
I think they get things going. The reason why I wanted to pick the Bears is because I think they do have still a solid defense, and they're at home, but I think the Cowboys bounce back this week.
Yeah.
I gotta go Zeke mode on this one. I gotta go Cowboys on this one as well. As much as we keep saying it, they have the roster, but I mean, I think in my opinion, they have way better offense than what the Bears do. The Bears sometimes find a way to pull it out of their head, but I've noticed the one big thing that they have to have is David Montgomery. If they don't use David Montgomery, then they aren't running that ball, getting the ball down the field, and creating those first downs. And I just don't think they still know what they're doing with David Montgomery. After he had a good week last week, is he going to have another good week this week is the question. But I'm going to go Cowboys on that one.
Yep. Joe, what do you got?
What was it, 2 weeks ago when Amari Cooper dropped that pass? Was it against the Patriots, right?
Yeah.
If he can find a way to catch the ball and Zeke keeps running the ball well, I mean, I think the Cowboys take it.
Yeah, I'm going to go Cowboys just for my boy Zeke. Hope he has a good game.
21's a savage.
Yeah, so I don't know. The Bears offense, I don't know how they're going to score points. I think Leighton Vander Esch is still out against the Bears, which sucks because he's a very good linebacker. They have the best linebacking core in football, so it'll be interesting to see. But I think the Cowboys bounce back. I think seeing the Eagles lose to the Dolphins maybe gave them some hope for the horrible division that is the NFC, so I'm going to go Cowboys. Next up, we got Colts and Buccaneers. I'm going to keep this short and sweet. I'm going to go Buccaneers. I think their offense is better than the Colts. That may be surprising. I just think the Buccaneers win this one.
I'm actually going to go with the Colts here. I think Jacoby Brissett actually has a really good game. Marlon Mack's supposed to be coming back too, so I think they'll do good things against that weak Tampa Bay defense, so I'm going Colts.
I'm going to go Colts as well on this one with Marlon Mack coming back. That's definitely an attack for them. Buccaneers, I can't really say anything bad about them. They look really good. Jameis Winston doesn't look like the best quarterback, but I mean, he's still doing better things than what old Jameis Winston was doing.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm going to go Colts on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to take the Colts as well. When they control the time of possession, they know how to take the game very well. It's like what they did against the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You keep the other quarterback on the sideline, you're going to end up winning the game no matter how many points you put up. So, I got the Colts.
Yeah. Next up, we got Ravens and Bills. I've actually, I don't know. The Bills might have a chance in this one. I'm going to go with the Ravens, though. They're the best team in football until somebody proves that they can stop the run game with. I mean, Mark Ingram's just running through holes Mack trucks could go through. Their offensive line has been amazing. Mark Ingram having a great year. And, of course, Lamar Jackson having probably an MVP season. So I'm going to go Ravens, but I would not be surprised if the Bills' defense stifles this run game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Ravens, too. I think the Bills' defense is really good, but I think they're more strong in the passing department. So I'm going to go with the Ravens. I think Lamar and Mark Ingram are going to be able to run the ball, so Baltimore.
I'm going to go Ravens on this one as well, but I'm going to look for the Bills to give them a game. This is actually one thing that's actually kind of surprising is that every good team that the Ravens have faced, they've faced at home. Not saying that the Bills are like one of those teams that's like, holy smokes, we can for sure say like they can compete with them. But the Bills are a team that I'm keeping my eye on. This is a game at home for them, so this could be a totally different atmosphere for the Ravens, not playing any huge games at a different stadium.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go Ravens on this one still.
I think if the Bills can control the run game, they have a good shot at it, but it's hard to stop that offensive line. But if they control that run game and because they do have a pretty good pass defense with Micah Hyde leading it in the defensive backfield, so still pisses Nell off a little bit, but I'm going to take the Ravens.
Why did we not sign him? Whatever. Next up, we got Lions and Vikings. Short and sweet, I got Vikings, the better football team.
I'm going with the Vikings, too. They bounced back from Seattle.
Vikings.
Skull, baby.
Next up, Packers and Redskins. Even though it's my team, I'm going to keep it short and sweet. Packers riding the high at Lambeau. Packers winning.
Yeah, I'm going Packers pretty easy. Redskins suck.
Redskins suck.
Packers.
Go, Pack, go.
Go, Pack, go, baby. Another one, Broncos, Texans. Texans coming off a really good win. Short and sweet, I'm going Texans. It was nice to see Drew Lock.
Yeah, it was nice. Cortland Sutton had that crazy catch too.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I know it's in Houston, but don't be surprised if the Broncos are able to do a little bit of something. But I still think the Texans take it.
I'm just looking for Drew Lock to compete in this game.
I think
I was so happy to see a kid from Kansas City
that's cool.
do his job
awesome.
and compete well in the NFL.
Yeah, he definitely gives the Broncos some more juice. And,
better than Joe
I think
Flacco.
better. So I think it could be a close game, but I still think Houston's
Texans.
the much better team, so I'm going Texans.
I'm going Texans on this one.
Yeah. Next up, 49ers and Saints. We get to a good game now. I need the 49ers to win this game, and I think they will win this game even though the Saints are at home. Tough place to play. The Saints have been up and down. Earlier in the season, the Saints' defense was really good. Now they're kind of stifling a little bit. The Panthers almost beat them. I don't know how to feel about this Saints team. I'm going to go 49ers, even though they came off a tough loss against Baltimore.
I'm actually going to go with the Saints here. I know at home against the Panthers a couple weeks ago, that was a really close game, but I do think that they are able to pretty much just control the game with their offensive weapons, and I think they win in a really close one, though.
I'm going to go Saints on this one as well with the fact that they have a really good run-stopping game, so that's going to be big for stopping all the for the 49ers because the 49ers are a pretty good run team. Yeah. Cameron Jordan is definitely going to have some sacks this game. I think Garoppolo finally meets his match of finding someone that can actually sack him. And to be honest, if this does come down to a close game, the Saints kept it well calm, or the kicker for the Saints kept it well, Lutz, in the end of that one and won him the game in the end. Even though the Panthers did have the chance to win, he knew what he needed to do at the very end, and he won the game for him.
I think I want to take the Saints. I don't know. It's Jimmy Garoppolo just finds a way to do his thing, especially with Breida and Coleman in the backfield. Is George? Is he injured?
Yeah, he's fine.
I mean, it'll be a great game. I just think with how loud it can be in the dome, it'll get to the 49ers, so I'm going to take the Saints.
Yeah, the big thing with the 49ers is starting that run game. That way they can work off play action, which the 49ers killed teams with. So, and Michael Thomas for the Saints having a quiet MVP-type season.
Gosh,
so, I mean, really
He's been
impressive.
great for my fantasy team.
I bet he has, Darren, yeah. Next up, Bengals and Browns. Somebody that has disappointed fantasy teams. A.J. Green will not be playing
Thanks.
again. Had to take you down a little bit there after the Michael Thomas, but who cares? Browns, I don't know. I don't care.
Andy Dalton was
back.
able to keep them from not being a winless team this year, but I think they lose here against Cleveland.
Too bad he's being replaced next year.
Burrow.
This sucks because, I mean, I feel like the Bengals might actually win this one, but the Browns are also like that team that you're like, they've got the talent, but they don't win it.
Yeah.
Odell's probably
go
gone next year.
Yeah, I'm going Browns on this one. Just, I couldn't even say play it safe, I guess, just for a wild guess.
Yeah. Joe has no idea. Just throw one out there.
Browns. I
Browns.
don't know. Like he said, it's like they have the talent, but
Holy moly.
it's like the Cowboys. You guys have the talent, but you're not doing anything with it.
That's very true. They have a really good roster, but Browns organization hasn't gotten used to winning yet.
Freddie
so.
Kitchens is probably a one and done.
God, he's
Which
horrible.
sucks because he brought in more wins than they've had in the last, 5 years?
Yeah. I don't know.
Bring Belichick back to Cleveland.
That's the move. Yep. Next up, Panthers and Falcons. Panthers coming off an embarrassing loss to the freaking Redskins, and then the Falcons having a horrible season. Sometimes they look like a really good team, other times they don't. I'm going to go Panthers. Ron Rivera just got fired. Maybe that
Lights
sends
them up a
a
little bit.
jolt through the Panthers locker room. Who knows?
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. Maybe that changes something, so I'm going to go Panthers here. I think McCaffrey has huge day.
Run CMC. Panthers for sure.
Panthers. All right, next up we got
another one.
Next up we got Dolphins, Jets. Let me just roll the dice real quick. Jets, they're more talented.
Yeah, this is pretty much a toss-up. I'm going Jets. They had the talent, and they're at home, so.
Jet mode.
I'm going to go with the Dolphins just to mix it up.
Dolphins, all right.
I mean, maybe they get another special teams touchdown.
Who knows? I mean,
with two guys coming at the kicker or punter, the holder, and still can't get him. So
freaking Eagles. Next up, we got Chargers and Jaguars. Two quarterbacks struggling. One just got benched, obviously, Nick Foles.
That worked out for you.
It's my boy, dude. It's my boy. It's all right. He's coming back. It's fine. We're going to be all right.
Magic.
But, yeah, and then Phillip Rivers, I don't know.
MVP
season for him. I'm going to go Chargers. They have a lot of talent on their team. If Phillip Rivers cannot just poop the bed, then they should win this game.
I'm actually going to go with the Jaguars here. I think Jacksonville, the stadium's going to be rocking for Gardner Minshew coming back off the bench, so I'm going Jags.
Miles Jack just got put on IR for the
that's big.
Jaguars.
Mustache mode. Gotta go Jack. Yeah, gotta go Minshew Manny on this. As much as I hate seeing that he got benched in the he got benched a few games ago. Put out Nick Foles, and then Nick Foles doesn't put out, and then you gotta go Jaguars, and you gotta go back to Minshew. Minshew Magic is back.
What's going on?
Minshew Magic is terrible. Bolt up. I mean, if Miles Jack is out, Gordon, I feel like he's gonna just run through him because that's a big piece of their. When he fills holes, Melvin Gordon's just gonna run through him. So.
It's that Jaguars defense.
I feel like the only way they stop him is if. What is it, Ngakoue?
Yep.
Yeah, that's their only shot.
All right, next up, Chiefs-Patriots. It's going to be a fun one. Patriots obviously coming off that loss to Houston. I haven't really seen you brag about that, so I respect
that.
I
was expecting
pretty humble about it, all right.
I don't want to.
I'll talk shit. I mean, if the Chiefs win, I'll do it.
Here's the fact. Here's the thing. I got. It's not even trash talk, really, but the fact that the Texans were able to slow down the defense, run the ball a lot was the biggest thing for what I think is this is. I'm gonna actually tie it. I'm gonna go real quick for the Chiefs because this is what the Chiefs need to do to stop the Patriots. They need to run the ball a little bit more. I know they have several running backs down right now. Actually picked up Spencer Ware back up from
OG.
Yeah, but
Darwin Thompson had a good finish to the game last week.
Yeah, that's gonna be big. But the one thing they need to do is they need to run the ball, and they need to keep our offense out there on the field, and they need to wear that defense down, because that's what I noticed the Texans did, the way they wore that defense down. Once you wear that defense down, you start making the offense have to go, and that offense cannot just flow with just having just the run game. And so I'm going to go Chiefs on this one, though.
Oh, that got me hyped up. That got me excited.
Yeah, the defense was definitely getting tired, especially since the offense, 3 and outs on almost every possession early in the game. I'm going to go with the Patriots here. I think that they can control I think finally they're going to be able to get something going on offense with the run game, because I do think the Chiefs' run defense is going to struggle in this one, especially since they're in New England too. So I think they really have to get something going on offense. Brady has to play better. People have to get open. You saw Brady saying to his receivers, get separation. It's been pretty hard to watch, honestly, to watch this offense.
I imagine it's frustrating.
Yeah, it's the first time in quite some time, too. So I think they do bounce back and get a huge win against KC.
You sure about that?
All right,
I'm excited.
I'm going to get on my soapbox up. Go ahead.
I'm so excited for this game. The last time, I think it was last year during the regular season, it didn't turn out during the regular season like I wanted it to, but the year of our senior year in high school, we laid the lick to the Patriots. So I think they can perform well. I just wanted to lay the crap out. Darren knows I hate the Patriots, so...
You going Chiefs?
Yeah.
He's going Chiefs.
No, he's going Patriots.
No.
All right. I'm going to do something I never thought I'd do.
Hold on. We also don't have a kicker for some odd reason. I just want to point that out.
Just point that out, yeah. All right. This is not Tom Brady's fault. It's not. I'm sorry. It's not his fault. Receivers are horrible. I've defended Aaron Rodgers multiple years for him not having a defense, not having receivers, so I'm going to do the same with Tom Brady. Never thought I'd do it in my entire life because I despise this man. But it's not his fault. It really isn't. You had AB, you cut him. You have Josh Gordon, you cut him.
Marius Thomas.
It's frustrating, and you see on the sidelines Tom Brady talking to Philip Dorsett like, "Why didn't you run this route?" And he literally says to Josh McDaniels, "I'm done with him. I'm done with him. I'm not throwing to him anymore." He sits on the sideline. Tom Brady's frustrated. I need to see something from this offense.
I don't think he's making the throws that he used to be able to throw though.
He's not.
He said he's trying to make it until he's 47, but he's not going to make it to 47.
Yeah, I'll admit he's not playing well either. But I mean,
it's all, but I also do understand it.
He's telling Jacoby Myers go downfield. He runs a comeback route. I don't know what he's.
Nobody knows what's going on.
He just needs a new offense. Except for his running backs are still there, but like
but without James Devlin or
offensive
line.
Yeah, that's hard.
I don't know. I'm gonna go Patriots. I need to see something from this offense though, because if I don't, they're gonna be a first round and gone. It's plain and simple. So,
AB,
we'll see. AB, call him up. This is the first time in a long time I have not been afraid of a Patriots offense. So, next up's Titans Raiders. Titans.
Gosh, now we got to go back to these games.
Yeah. I'm hyped for that game, and now we get Titans Raiders.
I'm gonna go with the Raiders here. I think this is the game Ryan Tannehill struggles. Yep. We find out that he's actually Ryan Tannehill.
I told Miami Ryan Tannehill.
I always forget he played for Miami.
I told you guys both. It's time. Tannehill's been doing really good these past few games. It's time they're meeting the Raiders. The Raiders just lost to the Chiefs very, very bad. That's pretty bad. And I think it's time. It's due for that time where the Titans lose and Tannehill just
looks like Tannehill.
And like Minshew looked like Minshew in the end, and all the hype is going around quarterbacks. But I think it's Raiders this game.
What do you got, Joe?
I mean, neither quarterbacks are really performing well. But I think I just got the Raiders based on their run game because Josh Jacobs, even though the Raiders still lost to the Chiefs, Josh Jacobs had 100 rushing yards in the first half.
Yeah.
So
he's a special
Raiders,
player. Yeah. Next up, Steelers Cardinals. I'm going to go Steelers. Somehow they find a way to win with a Little League roster. So I'm going to go Steelers on this one. I don't know how they're winning games, but yeah, Steelers.
I mean, if you can win it with that, I mean, there you go.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with the Steelers, too. The Cardinals had a really rough game last week. I thought maybe there was some positive coming their way against the Rams, but they just got destroyed. So I'm going Steelers.
I'm going Steelers as well. To be honest, I lost track of the Cardinals. I wanted to say they were going to do good, but I got to give them a few more years.
They have good things that they do.
Yeah, if you're a Cardinals fan, you can't even be mad this season.
Exactly.
You've seen some good stuff from Kyler, so it's okay.
I mean, the worst thing for him right now is David Johnson's been up and down. I mean, he's been hurt a few times. You just gotta protect David Johnson. In all honesty, right now, because he's still a good running back. You just don't want to lose him in the process.
Yeah,
I think they're just so upset because the last time they were good was the year they went to the Super Bowl. And it sucks to see your team go downhill after such a great season after the past few years. So I got Steel City on this one.
Steel City. All right, you know what? I'm making an audible. We're doing Monday night's game first because I'm not ending it on Giants-Eagles. Monday night's game first, Giants-Eagles. I'm going Eagles on this one, even though they lost to the Dolphins.
Fins up, baby.
They have talent on that team. I thought they were going to be Super Bowl contenders this year. Guess I was wrong. I'm going to go on Eagles. Slap me too hard. I'm going Eagles on this one. They have more talent.
I'm going with the Eagles too, but I would not be shocked if the Giants win.
I'm going to go with Eagles with this one as well. I didn't really get to watch the game a whole lot, but they put up numbers. I don't know what happened with the defense, but the offense definitely put up some numbers.
What do you got,
the Eagles? Yeah.
Eagles. Yeah. All right, now a good game. Let's talk about the good game. Seahawks and Rams. Seahawks coming off a big game against the Vikings. Honestly, it probably should have been farther than it should have been. Like, the defense broke coverage at the end of the game, gave up an easy touchdown. It should have been a blowout, but it wasn't. I don't know. I'm going to go Seahawks. I thought I was going to go Rams. I'll go Seahawks. Rams coming off a really good win against the Cardinals, but it's the Cardinals, so we'll see if they can keep up that momentum. But the Seahawks victory over the Vikings is more impressive than Rams over Cardinals, so I'm going to go Seahawks.
Yeah, I was kind of wishy-washy for the Seahawks kind of pretty much all year, and the game last week against the Vikings, that was kind of the game where, like, okay, I think they are a real Super Bowl contender now. Especially if they win the division and have that home field advantage. So I'm going Seahawks here.
Definitely worth the slap, huh?
I'm gonna go Seahawks as well in this one. I like Noah said, I want to pick the Rams only because I know they didn't have.
They're starting to figure stuff out.
I thought they were starting to figure stuff out, but then again, it's the fact that like he said, it was the Cardinals, and I don't know. I gotta go Seahawks, but the only thing that keeps me from wanting to go Rams is that it's at home, and I don't know, but
honestly, at the Rams
game,
especially
it's
the
Seahawks home game.
Yeah, that's true as well.
And it's so hard because the Rams literally have almost everybody that they had last year, and now they're all just crapping a brick. Yeah. So it's like.
But who knows if they turn into that team that they were last year?
They could make something happen.
And then they had the close game.
Everybody's season.
They had the close game the first time on this one.
Yeah.
I think you see that Sean McVay is human.
Yeah.
And his play call is so predictable now.
I took away his genius card. It's gone.
But now, and Russ had a rough start against the Vikings. That pick six took him -6 points in the fantasy. My brother-in-law had him on his team, and he's literally went up. He was up by 10, and then he was only up by 4. But I think he takes over in this game. He always finds a way to take over. It's Russell Wilson. He's been doing that basically almost his whole career. And, when you are able to lead a team to a Super Bowl, so what is it, 2 years in a row?
Yeah.
I just think the Seahawks take it by a touchdown at least.
Yeah, no more miking up Russell Wilson. That dude is the corniest.
I love it.
Dude's the corniest guy in the NFL.
Hey, Penny, keep going. Let's go.
Horrible. But it's a real 50-50 week this week. A lot of exciting games, a lot of not so exciting games. So some games will be fun to watch. Too bad Brandon has none of those games on Thursday or Monday. Maybe Thursday will be a...
The most excited I'm going to get is Seahawks and Rams. That's about it.
It might not be that bad. So
won't.
We'll see a lot of playoff seeding stuff happening, so we'll probably do a video on that later in the season. So
the Chiefs could clinch their division with the win and the Raiders loss. So
there you go.
There you go. So it'll be interesting to see where everyone seeds, who has home field advantage, who doesn't. So interesting, fun video. Didn't like getting slapped, but I kind of deserved it, so it's fair. All right, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Hope Zeke has a good game on Thursday. Should be fun. Go
okay,
Zeke.
Zeke. Let's eat.
Subscribe, turn on notifications. It's been the Benchwarmers, guys.
Deuces.